In 2012, a lone submersible drifted across the surface of the Pacific. A bright green capsule floating above the deepest place on Earth. 7 miles of water lay below it, pressure strong enough to crush steel. Darkness untouched since the birth of the ocean. And one man prepared to go there, alone. James Cameron had dreamed of this dive since childhood, not as a filmmaker, but as an explorer. The sub was called Deepsea Challenger. 13 years of engineering, built to survive a descent where no solo human had ever gone before. As the sun rose, the crew gave the final checks. Bolts tightened, batteries sealed, cameras armed. Cameron climbed inside the capsule, a space barely wider than his shoulders. When the hatch closed, the world fell silent. The sub began its slow sink. At first, the ocean was clear, blue, familiar. But within minutes, sunlight began to crumble away. The water grew darker, colder, heavier. Deepsea Challenger dropped faster. 1,000 meters, 2,000 meters, 3,000. Below this point, no diver has ever gone. Past 3,000 meters, the world changed. The light vanished completely, replaced by drifting sparks of life. Tiny creatures, glowing blues, greens, and ghostly whites, drifted past the viewport. Cameron hovered in silence, watching the bioluminescence flicker like stars. He wasn't just descending, he was leaving our planet's known world behind. At 5,000 meters, the pressure had risen to 700 times what humans feel at the surface. The hull groaned with deep, metallic pops. The sound of the ocean testing every millimeter of the sub. Cameron steadied his breathing. One small failure would mean instant collapse. But the sub held strong, its body flexing like a living creature built for the abyss. The descent stretched on, hour after hour. Darkness became thicker than ink. Particles drifted upward like slow snow. And then, the sonar pinged the sea floor. He was nearing the deepest known place on Earth. Outside the window, the first glimpse appeared. A pale, dusty landscape, untouched for millions of years. At 10,908 meters, Deepsea Challenger touched down. Cameron became the first person in history to reach the bottom of the Mariana Trench, alone. The sea floor spread out around him, desolate, flat, silent. No plants, no coral, only fine sediment and the distant flicker of tiny organisms. This was Earth's last frontier. piloted the sub across the trench floor, headlights slicing through perfect darkness. Robotic arms reached out, collecting samples from the abyssal plain. Cameras rolled, capturing the first high-definition footage ever taken from this depth. In the distance, tiny amphipods swirled, small, delicate survivors of impossible pressure. The silence was absolute. Only the heartbeat-like hum of Deepsea Challenger filled the cabin. Cameron later said the deepest ocean wasn't frightening. It was peaceful, a calm, endless, alien world that felt strangely alive. The trench didn't feel empty. It felt ancient, like the ocean was holding its breath, watching him back. After hours on the seafloor, Cameron released the ascent weights. The sub began to rise faster than expected. 3 knots, then 4, then 5. Pressure eased. Darkness softened. Bioluminescent creatures returned, trailing light in spirals as the sub climbed toward the surface. Minutes later, a pale glow appeared overhead. Sunlight. After 7 hours in the abyss, the world above welcomed him back. Cameron's dive revealed that the last frontier on Earth isn't empty. It's alive, mysterious, and waiting to be understood. Deepsea Challenger didn't just touch the bottom of the world. It opened the door to a new era of exploration. Deepsea Challenger. The dive to the